impact of the tough questions that were being posed to the government over their allegedly soft behavior towards Indigo is now coming to be taking effect. Now, the latest development that Times Now is learning is that in the aftermath of the Indigo fiasco, an oversight team has been created by the DGCA. Remember, DGCA is the aviation watchdog body, a body that is supposed to supervise all these airlines and their functioning, a body that has been found wanting in conducting its due diligence. Now they have created an oversight team for Indigo members to be deployed at Indigo corporate office in Gurgaon to oversee various functions. These teams are going to look into the total fleet, what is the average stage length, total number of pilots, network details, crew utilization in hours, this point specifically pertaining to the crew duty roster, monthly and daily deadheading, which is for flight duty, and crew under training, amongst other things. My colleague Hina gets us through the details. It's over to you.
Well, Priya, it's a very, very big development, and this only goes to show that whatever Indigo is saying is not really, being taken on face value by the government or DGCA. And that is the reason why DGCA, the government, Ministry of Civil Aviation, has now decided to constitute an oversight team which has around 8 members. Out of these, 2 members are going to be stationed at the Gurugram office, the corporate office of Indigo in Gurugram, who will be monitoring a certain kind of functions. They will be keeping an eye on how Indigo is really functioning as far as these functions are concerned, and these include total fleet, network details, crew utilization that's happening, monthly, daily, crew that's under training right now, all unplanned leaves for the day, flights per day, and available crew. The second team is going to monitor, another 2-member team, in fact, is going to monitor cancellation status, refund status, on-time performance, compensation to the passengers as per the rules, as per the rights of the passengers, and also baggage return. Third important point in this order that we have accessed is these reports have been asked to, in fact, submit a daily status report by 6 o'clock. Now, this only goes to show that whatever promises Indigo is making right now, the government, does not really want to take it on face value. Government says enough is enough, because remember, in the exclusive interview with Times Now's Navika Kumar yesterday, the aviation minister, hinted at something that perhaps happened intentionally. He did not reveal a lot of details, but he said that they are privy to some information suggesting that perhaps it was intentional. What happened? Was it engineered by Indigo? That was a direct question that was asked. He hinted at, of course, there is something that happened intentionally, but he said he'll wait for the inquiry to get completed, and after the report comes out, then only some action is going to be taken. He did not reveal a lot of details. Now, amidst all of this, what we can see happening right now is that government is going to ensure that Indigo delivers on the promises. If Indigo is saying that all the passengers whose flights were cancelled, they will be refunded, they will be compensated, that Indigo must do that. And that is the reason why teams are now going to be deployed at the office of the airline in Gurugram. This is unprecedented, and clearly this really shows that perhaps the government is serious in cracking the whip, because yesterday the big action was 10% of Indigo's flights were reduced, which was a blow for the airline, and now the government has decided to ensure that there are people from DGCA and government side who will be monitoring the operations, so that, also there's one more aspect here. Remember, this whole story is about FDTL norms, which ensure more rest and better conditions for flights, for pilots to operate their flights. When, these rules were kept in abeyance after, the crisis started, the concern of the people across India was, are you jeopardizing the safety of the passengers by keeping rules in abeyance for now? So by doing this, the DGCA also plans to ensure that safety remains a top priority. The pilots that are available with the airline, they are not overworked, and that's the reason why this micromanagement is now going to happen vis-a-vis Indigo, the market leader in the aviation sector.
Right. 2 things there that stand out. Where was this so-called micromanagement for the last few months? In fact, for the last 2 years. But the government as well as the DGCA have been saying that they were in continuous consultations with Indigo, but they were continuously misled by the airlines on what they were doing in terms of preparation. And clearly that trust is now completely gone, something that is evident in the constitution of these oversight teams that are going to monitor in person while being at the headquarters of Indigo in Gurgaon. What are they doing? What is the airline doing? They are not going to take the airline's word for it anymore. But stay on with me, Hina, because we've got another word from the airline coming in the latest statement that has been issued by Indigo in what has now become a series of statements since the government has cracked the whip on the travel chaos. The airline says in its latest statement that they are monitoring the situation closely. Crisis management group is meeting on a daily basis and restoring normalcy is their primary agenda. The statement that is playing out on your screen says that over the past few days at Indigo, we have had all hands on deck. All 65,000 Indigo employees in various roles across the organization have come together to restore normalcy in our operations. The CEO and his team have been leading from the front, working through day and night to normalize flight operations and secure network stability. It also says that the Indigo board has been closely monitoring the situation while the crisis management group of the board has been meeting every day and actively working with the CEO, the senior management and various teams deployed on the ground to restore normalcy in operations. Be that as it may, Hina, apart from the CEO, have we heard from anybody else on the Indigo board on this matter?
Not at all. We are still waiting for a reaction from the board members. Some of them are also part of this, crisis management group that Indigo has mentioned in its statement. It includes members like Amitabh Kant, former Niti Aayog chief, also former G20 Sherpa. It includes people like Vikram Singh Mehta, ex-Shell and ex-Brookings, who is the chairman as far as this Interglobe Aviation Board is concerned. But so far, we have not heard anything at all from the board members. The statement mentions that even this crisis management group, which has some board members as well, have been meeting on a daily basis from day one. But the question is, what were they doing over the last 2 years, really? Why was this new regime of FDTL rules never featured in their discussions? Why did they not prepare for this kind of a situation? Why did they not prepare for the implementation of regime from 1st of November? On this aspect, clearly no response has come from Indigo's side. Only one person is speaking from Indigo, and that is the CEO, Peter Elbers. Now, a detailed show cause notice, remember, was issued from DGCA to Indigo to the CEO and one to the COO, wherein, of course, they said they are profusely apologetic, but they also said that, at this point in time, it's not possible to pinpoint one particular reason or a few reasons that led to the crisis that we saw that started unfolding on 2nd of December. So all of that, we are still waiting to hear, and that's the reason why questions are being asked of the board members as well as to why were they not really involved in the implementation of FDTL rules, and why are they silent today if they feel that the airline is right in the manner in which it has behaved so far.
And which is why from every single quarter there are now calls for criminal action to follow, for more serious consequences, more severe consequences for the airline. In fact, after Navika Kumar posed those tough questions to Ram Mohan Naidu, the Civil Aviation Minister, yesterday, we heard him vowing to the people of this country that he is going to set an example, not just for Indigo, but for every other airline, that the government and the DGCA cannot be taken for granted. He said that 10% of Indigo's operations will be curtailed, and hours after that interaction with us, a circular was issued, a notice was sent to the DGCA, doubling the number of flights that would be curtailed. The DGCA had recommended 5%. The Civil Aviation Ministry said make it 10%. The government is going to hand over 10% flight operations that are being conducted by Indigo to other carriers. Viewers, the 10% share is not a small chunk. It is equal to the combined passenger strength of both Akasa and SpiceJet Airlines. Indigo currently holds a dominant 65% market share, followed by Air India at 26 to 27%. Akasa has 5% market share and SpiceJet is at about 2%. Speaking exclusively to Group Editor-in-Chief Navika Kumar, Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu had confirmed this, adding that not just this, prime routes will be taken away from Indigo.
Let me make one point very, very clear, that we are not leaving Indigo at all.
What's the action you're going to make?
Very accountable.
I haven't seen, people haven't seen any action so far. What are you going to do?
We from the ministry have advised the regulator to cut down 10% of the operations.
That's not punishment enough.
10% of the operations in the prime routes. There are multiple things. This will act as a deterrent for them, also to encourage the competition and also to ensure the stability on operations.
The opposition, however, says this is not enough. They are turning up the heat on the government and saying that the government has been caught napping. Congress calls it a big corruption matter and demands a SC-monitored investigation.
अगर इंडिगो गुनहगार है तो बराबर के गुनहगार भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार और नगर विमानन मंत्रालय। मैं आरोप लगाता हूँ, जिम्मेदारी के साथ आरोप लगाता हूँ, ये एक बड़ा खेल है, ये बहुत बड़ा आर्थिक घोटाला है। इसकी जांच सुप्रीम कोर्ट की देखरेख में, सुप्रीम कोर्ट की कोर्ट में इंडिपेंडेंट एजेंसी से हो जाए।
This is ridiculous. What about the responsibility on him? What is the responsibility of the Director General of DGCA? So you will put all the blame on the private entity. Who framed the guidelines? Who, without any kind of actions, made these rules, which is they withdrawn themselves? On what conditions you withdrawn them?
He said that there is no favoring of any particular airline, and in fact we have relaxed the FDTL norms only because so that there would be smooth functioning of the operations for Indigo Airlines.
When you become blind, you say that thing that I would have done this thing and that thing. You had allowed monopoly in the industry. You had finished many competition. Now you are saying thing that we will take action on CEO, we will do that, this. Who is responsible for the mistakes that has been done? They are not ready to answer that in Parliament. Let them answer with some times now.
This is like bolting the stable doors after the horses have left. The crisis has happened. This is a collective failure of the airline, Indigo primarily, of the DGCA and the ministry. The DGCA had given a directive about rest time for flying crew well in advance. Then they should have done an assessment of impact assessment on how this would impact the airlines. The airline knew this in advance and they should have geared up for this new regulation. But instead the airlines was applied for and got permission for 500 extra flights without increasing their flight crew capacity. The DGCA was aware of all this but did nothing. So this crisis is a collective failure of governance.
Why sacking? Sack the bloody Indigo airline.
Okay.
There should be heavy penalties against them. This is not the way that you do murder and get away with it.
And not just this, the aviation minister, apart from saying that 10% of operations will be curtailed, while speaking to Navika Kumar, had also said that Indigo crisis might have been created intentionally, and which is why it is unforgivable.
We are going to do an in-depth review into this on how these kind of incident, and now Navika ji, this is not something which has been happening time and again. This is an incident which has cropped up at this specific point of time.
The reason it is unforgivable is because it was deliberate.
Yes.
The reason do you believe this was deliberately done by Indigo? Are you convinced?
There seems to be some kind of intentional this thing. Let me come to that point, because the way they have been operating, the way they have control over their operations, this shouldn't have happened. Let me straight away place the fact that this is an incident which shouldn't have happened at all.
And then it was done intentionally.
Why has it come at that specific point of time? And how did it lead us into that situation? So this is something which we are thoroughly investigating. I want an in-depth review to be done, and that is what we are doing right now. And it will be followed by very strict and appropriate enforcement action.
Ram Mohan Naidu might say that the centre is taking onus, DGCA also is not off the hook, and Indigo will be made to pay. But Samajwadi Party MP Rajiv Rai says that the sole responsibility lies with the aviation minister and he must quit.
He should quit immediately if he has little moral feeling with him. He is the one who is responsible for all this mess. And I was the one who told him, I think more than 16 months back in this very same house. And if he says that DGC had passed an order and Indigo was not following that, means he is incapable of running his ministry. Exemplary action should be taken. So, be it any airline or any, for that matter, organization, should not take passengers or citizens of this country for granted, and government should stop working for a particular individual or particular business house.
Time for us to take a very quick break. For all the latest updates, stay tuned to Times Now.